Acquiring a stalker is truly one of the worst things that can happen to someone. No matter who you are, or how secure you might believe yourself to be, the feeling of having your every move monitored and obsessed over is extremely unnerving. While stalking often takes place in person, the rise of the internet has given birth to a new form of it.
I think a lot of people don't like his style and the way he speaks. That's the problem. Because he kind of talks like this and stops and pauses for a long time. Also, a lot of the things that he's describing kind of seem drawn out. It's also kind of overdramatic at times, which partially could lead to people feeling a little like his videos aren't the best. I personally enjoy it.
Being harbored inside the very thing that we all use every single day. Back in 2017, I made a video titled 3 Reddit Posts with Disturbing Backstories, and in it, we touched on a strange Reddit account by the name of Darylprat. Now, back then I was still pretty new to the YouTube game, and my investigative skills were less than stellar to say the least. I essentially presented it to you as, here's an account, this guy is creepy, let's move on. Because of that, I wanted to circle back on him and really dive into the full story of what it was that happened. Get comfortable, because Scare Theater and I are about to take you down the rabbit hole of the Reddit Stalker by the name of Darylprat.
This shit is actually scary as fuck. And also, don't get any fucking ideas. Oh my god, this dude is still asking for my email. Dude, what the fuck?
Balls.
Hasan, what is your email? I've not given you any reason to do. Dude. Imagine, bro, we are literally watching a video. Bro, it's an insane interview. Okay, dude. Cool.
You may have heard of a YouTuber by the name of Alanah Pearce. Largely known for her previous work as a host for IGN, she has since grown exponentially in online notoriety. This is mostly due to her down-to-earth style on her YouTube channel, her involvement with Rooster Teeth, and other online shows such as Button Bash and Save Game Online. Her self-titled YouTube channel has, since 2009, garnered over 240,000 subscribers, with each of her videos primarily being commentary based in the field of gaming.
This account is still not banned. Last posted a year ago, so about a year after this video was made. Welcome to Reddit, dude. That's the fucking most normal Reddit user, so of course Reddit's not gonna ban that guy.
Now, with such an online audience, a lot of supporters flock in your direction. However, so do the detractors, and in more extreme cases, even online stalkers.
Like the least creepy Reddit user.
Alana has, in the past, shared her experiences with such people on her social media accounts, primarily Twitter, and has claimed numerous times that strange comments and online harassment have been commonplace for her. In one case, for example, she highlights a message in a tweet. Sometimes young boys on Facebook send me rape threats, so I've started telling their mothers. Attached with this are 2 photos, one showing the message to the mother and the other with her response. Not gonna lie, it's a pretty funny way to get back at people that send insensitive comments like this, but I digress. This was just one example of many that Alana has said she's received over time.
I assume this is like Gamergate era too. This is like significantly at a time when it was like much worse to be a woman on the internet. Like, it's still not great, but back then it was like real fucking, it was bad, dude. 2014, dates in the bottom, you himbo. No, when I say I assume the date, I wasn't assuming the date. I was saying I assume it was much worse.
Thanks, Hasan.
To be a woman in the gaming spaces. I personally don't even know what time frame Gamergate is, because as I've said before, I used to have sex back then, so I was too busy having a social life and not being a fucking weirdo. So back then I used to only play PlayStation games. That was like my console video game period. Also, when I subsequently bought a MacBook instead of a gaming PC that I had. Oh my God. I went into college in 2009 with a gaming PC from Gateway. That was my first year. I had an 18-incher. That fucking thing I lugged around everywhere, dude. I had a Gateway gaming laptop. Not a PC, sorry. A gaming laptop. So much worse. So much fucking worse. I played Tom Clancy's Splinter Cell on it and shit. Yeah. Yeah. And then I lost my virginity. And then I lost my virginity and I went and I got a MacBook and I only started playing games on the console. Would you like to play League of Legends after class? Your name is literally LOL Tyler 1v9, dude. You are that meme, but IRL. Hello, would you like to... I was a virgin with a Gateway laptop. And then I lost my virginity. I brought my console to the college campus. And that's it. The rest is history.
In 2015, she would begin to date an online personality by the name of Blaine Gibson. Shortly after the relationship went public, one particular comment on one of her YouTube videos would climb its way to the top of r/nice guys for the world to see.
Wow, what a surprise. She has a boyfriend.
Damn, this motherfucker was using tone indicators back in like 2014, by the way.
But for real, what is it with the females underneath the content?
Okay, that's not a good way to read it. Okay, are you ready? But for real, what is it with the females and their need to constantly be on a relationship? Like, why can't they be single for at least a month? Fuck, I watched all of your videos. Since the beginning, I hope I could meet you one day and we could have something great. But no! You had to go and settle with the first douchebag that walked in front of you. I bet he doesn't even tell you how beautiful or freaking hot you are every day. I bet he didn't even cared about you until you opened to him. I'm so fucking tired of every single woman I like having a relationship. That's it. I'm so fucking done. I would have told you that you're epic bacon hacksaw. I would have sent you my favorite 9gag memes.
Constantly be in a relationship. Like, why can't they be single for at least a month? Fuck, I watched all your videos since the beginning. I hope I can meet you one day and we can have something great. But no, you had to go and settle with the first douchebag that walked in front of you. I bet he doesn't even tell you how beautiful and freaking hot you are every day. I bet he didn't even care about you until you opened up to him. I'm so fucking tired of every single woman I like having a relationship. That's it, I'm so fucking done.
In a stoic response, Alana claimed, "I was single for over 2 years before I started dating Blaine."
Okay, never. For the record, for everybody else in here, never respond.
Now, Nice Guys is a pretty large subreddit, currently having over 870,000 members. A post finding its way to the top here would undoubtedly have tons of eyes on it. As you might expect, people relayed this back to Alana, expressing shock and concern that someone would actually say something like this. In response to that, Alana released a video. On October 19th, 2017, an upload titled, "My Stalker, My Side of the Story," would go live, and in it, she addresses the comments that we just touched on. She claimed that it sort of amused her, and that it's extremely common to get comments like this thrown her way.
Yes.
This,
yes.
however, would lead into her explaining.
Yes! This was my laptop! Just as crusty as mine. Very cool. I can't believe you found my Gateway laptop. I played a lot of video games on this thing. Oh god, it was so good. Yeah, it had that little Gears of War sticker on the side of it too. Straight up. The physical representation of virginity, I mean, this is actually like... So Rice Gum was right along, L nerd? What? I mean, I've literally talked... People don't believe me when I talk about how much of a fucking nerd I was. Like, I have to literally beef up my street cred in the nerd space for motherfuckers to believe me. I used to read the only fucking gaming magazine in Turkey called Level. And dream about fucking going to E3 one day and Comic-Con and shit like that. And now that I live in Los Angeles, E3's dog shit, but whatever. But back then, I thought like it was, you know, that was like the peak, dude. That was like, oh my God, one day, I'm going to be able to go to E3 and I'm going to see all of these video games when they first come out. Yeah. Any of the Turks? Do any of the Turks know Level? Do you guys, I mean, I don't think it's still in circulation. Every fucking beginning of the month, from the first day of the month to the 15th day, I would go to the market every day. Every fucking day. Abi level geldi mi? Abi level geldi mi? Abi level geldi mi? Every day I would go and ask for the magazine. Did it come out? Did it come out? Did it come out yet? Because the circulation was always so spotty. I don't know if it was a Turkey thing or if the same exists in America, but like it never came out on the first fucking day of the month. They used to sell the magazine, and the magazine would be in like a plastic thing, and then there were demos, like CD demos. Fucking demo discs, dude. Man, we're so old, boys. I can't remember the last time I had a fucking computer with a CD-ROM in it. You know what I mean? Just so sad. All right, let's
Explaining
get
the
back
more
to
extreme situation that she found herself wrapped up in regarding a Redditor by the name of Darylprat.
So about 2 years ago, this guy started commenting regularly on my social feeds. I cannot pinpoint the time when that happened because I don't remember, and there's a lot of people who do that. He started to comment regularly enough that I would recognize his name, which, for the record, was always Bruce Wayne on social media. He never used his real name when talking to me. I never had any idea who he was. He never had real profiles. It was always a person going by a fake name with a penguin as their profile picture. So it was someone that I never had any way of identifying. And I still, for anyone who has asked me, do not know his name, do not have any contact with him, don't know where he lives or what his number is. People have been like, hey, you should check up on him, like, you should make sure he's okay. I don't have any way of contacting him at all. So he was just a guy who would comment on my social feeds regularly, and I didn't really think anything of it.
Before the Reddit tirades by this Darylprat user, he would begin his antics over on YouTube with, as Alana stated, an account by the name.
She's dope. And if you have not seen, I mean, she's dope on many different issues, but also, if you have not seen her cosplay for Vampire Mommy, recommend it.
Of Bruce Wayne. If we head over to his channel, which has a picture of penguins as the profile photo, we can see that the few videos that he's uploaded to his channel involve picture compilations of various female online personalities, such as iJustine, Jenna Marbles, and Catrific. Furthermore, in his liked videos, we can see many uploads from these creators, alongside quite a few by Alana herself. According to her stalker video, Bruce would apparently comment on each of her videos, and she eventually took notice of it. The comments then got to the point to where they were extremely overbearing. In one instance, for example, Alana had gotten her eyebrows tattooed, and apparently he didn't like it. Back when she would post videos to
What the fuck, dude? Dude, what is wrong with people, man? Just crank one out the porn, dude. Just like, it's so readily accessible and available, dude. My God. Yeah, backseat eyebrow design.
IGN, people would, as you'd expect, comment nice things about her, and in response to this, he'd attack them, claiming that she'd gotten her eyebrows tattooed, as if it was something negative. Essentially, he had grown into this possessive gatekeeper for comments about her.
I know we're watching this and like chatters kind of do this to me. There's like literally chatters in here right now watching going, Kek W, Omega Lol, that like unironically do this to me but don't realize.
Policing what she can and cannot do to her body, and that's where she drew the line. When she eventually asked him to stop, he didn't. This ended up leading to a channel-wide block, which led to him messaging her on Facebook, also leading to a block. Afterwards, he created a new account and messaged her once more, pleading,
Oh, Jesus Christ. This, by the way, I have this as well.
To
of
be
course.
unbanned, but concurrently with this, Alana had a friend reach out to him, asking him to stop. When that account was banned, that is when he would take his efforts to Reddit.
Oh no. That's where you go when you can't do it anywhere else. When you have a hard time stalking everywhere else, go to Reddit.
On May 2nd of 2016, Daryl would make his first post to the legal advice subreddit with the title, "Can I get in trouble for sending a girl
Oh my
love letters?"
god, dude!
Now, the post back then was deleted by moderators, and using tools such as the Wayback Machine and Remove Edit didn't seem to work. But going by his other posts that we're about to get into, it's safe to say that he was probably professing his love for Alana and asking for advice about sending love letters to either her home or place of work, both of which would be equally creepy.
Why does he know where she lives, bro?
Other editors jumped on this, asking him to speak to a psychiatrist rather than a lawyer, and telling him that if he's questioning the legality, then it's probably not fair to consider them love letters. This, among all the other advice that was given in this thread, was unfortunately thrown by the wayside. In a comment by Beeb294, he claimed,
I can almost guarantee that she does not want to be your friend. If you insist on contacting her,
Do you want to avoid future crime? Okay? Do you want to be a crime stopper? Look at r/legal advice, okay? Like, that's it. Like, half the fucking posts on there, I assume, are literally just like people who are like, I'm about to do some shit that's illegal. Is this legal?
you will likely face harassment charges. You should stop this contact and see a medical professional as soon as you can. This obsession is not healthy.
and Daryl, in a bit of a delusion, would respond,
Thanks for the advice, but I think I'm going to keep sending letters for now. If she tells me to stop, I'll stop, of course. The guy in the movie The Notebook sent like 365 letters to that girl. I feel like if I send them for long enough, she'll realize how much I care about her, and maybe she'll be friends with me then.
But I think I'm going to keep sending letters for now. If she tells me to stop, I'll stop, of course. No, you won't, motherfucker.
I didn't know she didn't want those comments. She banned me without even a warning. I just wanted her to know how amazing she is. I would do anything just to be friends with her online. I like sending her letter just so she knows how cool she is. I don't see why this is wrong.
Now, for the next few days, Daryl would go on to
Motherfuckers be like, happy cake day. You probably should stop cyberstalking this person.
make quite a few replies and posts to other Redditors and subreddits, basically pleading for any sliver of validation that he could scrounge up. Unfortunately, the next two threads that he would make would be deleted. However, there are a couple that aren't, and they allow us to get a broader picture of the type of things that he was doing in regards to Alana. Jumping ahead, on Friday, May 6th, he'd make a post once more in the legal advice subreddit with the title, "If someone bans me on Facebook and I make another account and pretend to be someone else, can I get in trouble?" Seemingly at a point of desperation, his post reads,
Why is he going to r/legal advice for that? Also, why are you going to r/legal advice if you're not going to follow the legal advice that you're getting from some of the top legal minds on the planet, i.e. the average Redditor? Like, you keep asking questions and then you don't follow the legal advice from your fellow Redditors. These are some of the top minds of the planet.
I followed this girl on YouTube, Facebook, and Instagram for over a year. She's a minor celebrity. I liked and commented on everything she has posted for over a year.
Damn, that's kind of fucked up. Minor celebrity. Okay, why are you putting her down? I thought you loved her.
I only said nice things. She replied to me a lot. Then for no reason, she banned me from all of them. I've never met her and probably never will, but her posts and replies were the best part of my day. I made another account begging her to unban me, but she just banned me from that one too with no response. She's literally the best thing in my life, so I was just going to make another account with a fake name to follow her, but I compliment her in every post, so I think she will suspect it's me. So, if I only say nice things and compliment her, it can't be harassment or stalking or anything, could it? I live in Kentucky and she lives in California, so it's not like I'll ever meet her.
At this point, he's in a spot to where he can't get her to like him, he can't get her to respond to him, he was banned on multiple accounts, is unable to get support from any other Redditors, so now he's resorting to an attempt at gaining validation for catfishing her. Now, Alana isn't dumb. In her stalker video, she claimed that, while she gets odd comments all the time, she was able to pick up on his strange remarks specifically. With that in mind, it's safe to assume that no matter what he did to try to lure her in, she'd pick up on it.
Okay, OP, please read my full post. While you may be enthused with this person, you are engaging in behavior that falls into the literal
Okay. I love that the guy who's giving him like good. This is so Reddit. Literally look at his fucking username, dude. His username is I hope you die. Oh, I love the internet so much. By the way, everything I say about Reddit is 100% true and also unfortunately encompasses myself as well, as I spend more time on Reddit than most people. So, you know, I can say it.
Definition of stalking. They obviously do not reciprocate your feelings. Your instinct to continue to follow and interact with them is not going to end well for you. You do not need to physically follow this person to have you criminally charged. This is a serious situation and you should treat it as such. No one here will assist you in your harassment of this woman. I know you were in the US, but I'm having difficulty finding resources in your area that can help you deal with this and move on. Please consider reading some articles from here, as the information and strategy sections can help you help yourself. Your instinct will say, I'm not stalking her. It is wrong, you are. It's a psychological issue and you should reach out to a specialist and get help to treat it. Please, for your own good, please find some resources near yourself and get help before you put yourself in a situation you can't fix.
But he didn't.
Oh my god, how is it terrifying that I like a girl? The only one getting hurt is me. I think about her all day, but she won't even acknowledge me anymore. If I didn't like her so much, she would still reply to me, but because I'm in love with her, she won't. This is the worst feeling in the world.
You might notice here that there's a shift in narrative and an inconsistency in his logic.
Yeah. He got downvoted 235 times on his cake day, dude. That's fucked up. That's all I'm going to say about that. Nothing else is broken there. Just that part.
This guy sounds like he has NPD PPLR.
First off, he claims that he only wants to be friends with her, but then goes forth to say that he likes her and is in love with her. Also, catfishing her wouldn't be a viable route, as he'd still be pursuing her, which would qualify as harassment. So what exactly is the next approach to take?
Thank you for the Reddit gold, kind sir.
Pinning the blame on her. When all of this was in the midst of going down, a post was made in Ask Reddit with the title, User makes post about stalking a girl, then gets angry when other users link his post and call him a creep. Now, I want you to pay attention to the narrative shift in action here with his response.
What is wrong is when a girl makes you fall in love with them, and then
Makes you fall in love with them.
completely crushes you by calling you a creep and banning you for no reason, then publicly humiliates you online. That's
oh, brother.
wrong, not
Oh,
what I
brother.
do.
Here we go.
Side
Aw,
note here,
shit,
and
here we go
Alana
again.
addresses this herself. She never once called him a creep, or ever called him out at all, for that matter. Anyway, now, with him pretty much against the world, he runs with this in a plethora of comments and responses over the next couple of weeks. I'm sure you get the picture at this point, but in his last 4 comments on his profile ever, he says this. June 7th.
I was hoping to meet her before she banned me, and I would have asked her out. I love this girl more than most people love their wives or girlfriends. It makes me sick to my stomach thinking about her with another guy. How would you feel if your girlfriend found someone she likes more than you? That's how I feel. How the hell am I supposed to be happy about that?
June 8th.
I'll most likely be dead tonight, so that should make her extremely happy. Fuck this world.
And that's it. Now, surprisingly, after his remarks pinning the stalking on Alana for, quote, making people like her, Anger was actually sent her way. People seemed to get mad at her for how she handled it, but she addressed.
Dude, that's what I'm saying, dude. The internet was, dude, it was so dog shit. I mean, it still is, but like back then it was literally more dog shit, dude. Fucking gamers, like, god damn, dude. Literally jail time for all you motherfuckers who behaved this way back then.
Am I a himbo yet? When do I start getting bitches?
God damn, dude.
Addressed that by rhetorically asking the audience what they truly would have done. She went forth to say that when you explicitly tell people to stop doing something like this outright, that is the point to where they typically take a stark turn against you, creating social media accounts and such, essentially blasting you with swear words, posting screen caps of your face, and basically doing things that would make any creator extremely uncomfortable. In regards to Daryl, she went forth and stated that she's unsure of what happened to him and that she doesn't exactly like thinking about it. She believes that he potentially made yet another account and comments on her stuff, but seeing as she gets anywhere from a few hundred to a few thousand comments per video, it's understandably pretty difficult to keep up with all of them. Either Daryl is truly deceased, he had an epiphany and realized that what he's doing is wrong, he got help from a professional, or is, like Alana stated, potentially still going under a different alias entirely.
I saw a tweet like that about you. What, like, I hate Hasan Piker's content is trash? I mean, I get that shit literally every day. All day, every day. Come on. I'm always gonna have fucking haters, dude. I looked at your Reddit account and actually I think you're wrong. You're mainly in subreddits that are social bubbles. Thus I conclude you are wrong. What?
Speaking of different aliases, there is another user by the name of Darylprat V2 that some online users were able to come across on legal advice. This account only has one post and 2 comments though. On July 3rd, a little under a month after Darylprat's last post, he asks if he can get in trouble for hugging a girl.
A cosplayer that I'm in love with is having a meetup for her fans.
Oh my god, come on, come on, come on. Come on, dude, come on, come on, come on. I just want to grab her and hold her tight for a couple seconds. Could I get in trouble? It's gonna be in LA, California?
She said before she doesn't hug at her meetups. I just want to grab her and hold her tight for a couple of seconds. Could I get in trouble? It's going to be in LA, California.
People in the comments took notice of his vernacular and username and shut him down pretty quickly. One thing we'd have to consider though is that this could be anyone. It's criminally simple to make a new username on Reddit, so someone potentially could have jumped on this to do a bit of trolling. Realizing this, people called him out.
We like to do a little bit of trolling, you know, that sort of thing.
And he responded in one last comment by saying that he was receiving death threats on the other account, so he switched to a new one. But, you know me, this was too open-ended for my liking. I noticed that this second username was Darylprat V2. Okay, what about V3? Nope. V4? Well, would you look at that. This account is completely littered with posts about the best type of gun to use if, theoretically, someone shot themselves in the head. The first post on the account was on July 22nd in the mental health subreddit and is titled, "I want to see a therapist, but I'm afraid I'll be committed against my will."
I like that this guy's investigation was basically just typing V3 and then V4, and then he landed at the conclusion. Like, I'm sorry. I know it's dark what he's talking about, but it's literally like, fucking Christ.
I'm almost positive I'm going to kill myself, but I don't want to. I don't think a therapist will help, but I want to try. But I can't miss work or I'll get fired.
Capitalism, dude. Literally capitalism.
So if an officer drags me to an asylum, I'll lose my job. Then I'll definitely kill myself because I need my job. What can I do?
In another thread posted on August 5th to the Guns subreddit, he asked, if someone shot themselves in the head with a 45 hollow point, what are the odds that they would live? When people responded with concern, he played it off as him simply writing a research paper.
Wow.
On
Very
August,
good. He did a really good job. He fooled everyone with that one. Absolutely no one will look into it further. Thanks.
6th, 3 more threads were posted to the firearms, zombies, and guns subreddits. If you were surrounded by zombies and had to shoot yourself with a 9mm or a 45, which would you pick? I have the feeling that you and I both know where this is going. So, pivoting here, I went over to perform an obituary search at Legacycom in a long-shot attempt at finding out if this was true. I entered the name as he initially had it in his first username, to no avail. Searched just Daryl, nothing. Pratt, nothing. Entered Darylprat like his new username and ended up finding one from August 6th, the same day that the zombies post was left on his last account. Darylprat 55 from Kentucky on August 6th. Now, there is one small catch. The year on this states that he died in 2017.
Bro, I'm sorry, but this is like this is the problem with like internet sleuthing, right? Like you can't have access to this shit. You can't have access to this information without like actually going there, finding their family, like this does not meet this investigation does not meet like the bare minimum for any like news story, you know what I mean? It's like it doesn't work that way. Plus he's not 55. Like no shot that like this dude is a prolific redditor at the age of 55. Like it doesn't make any sense.
His last post was on the very same day in 2016. Now, either this is an insane coincidence or this is the Darylprat that we've been following all this time. I've done quite a bit of cross-checking with other obituary websites, and they all claim that this Darylprat passed away in 2017. So either he waited an entire year to the day from his very last post to do this, or this simply—
No, it's literally a coincidence. Like it's literally a fucking coincidence. Oh, Jesus Christ, dude. Reddit detectives.
Simply isn't him. That, and we also have to remember that not everyone gets an obituary. He could have very well carried out what he was hinting at with Darylprat V4, and there might simply not be any obituaries to back up. Nonetheless, this coincidence is jarring, and I thought it was worth noting. There is someone else though. A patron of mine by the name of Code Purple had made an interesting connection that I'd like to note. If we head back over to that Bruce Wayne YouTube channel that I mentioned prior, we can notice that the channel URL doesn't line up with the name of it.
Your opinion on internet sleuthing is honestly bad? No, it's not.
At all. In fact, it's pretty damn unique. Our Darylprat here actually has a MySpace page with that same URL, and here we can see various photos of this guy all over it. The URL lines up, the page name matches, and it seems that this just might be our guy. This inevitably begs the question though, what happened to him? I also ended up finding a Twitter profile with the handle Darylprat V3, ironically the same name that we couldn't find on Reddit, with the same face as the guy from MySpace. This account was made in 2014 though, and unfortunately has no tweets to dig into. A beacon of life that I was able to stumble upon from him, though, falls in the Battlefield game forums of all places. Here, we can find posts from a Darylprat V3 that are from December of 2016, and more from Darylprat V2 that were posted in 2017. It seems to me that he's engaging in actual ordinary conversation with other people, which leads me to believe that he just might have halted his antics regarding Alana.
I mean, like creepy stalkers can come across normal when they're not talking about their obsession. You know what I mean? Kind of like how I talk normal when I tell you the top of the hour is here and a 6-second ad break is coming, right? And then I tell you that
Darylprat is a surprisingly common name. While we've dug through 2 of them, luckily, we've seemed to find the guy. And although I wasn't able to dig up anything past January of 2017, it seems as if he's doing alright. Seeing as Alana has outright stated that he stopped attempting to contact her, it's safe to assume that he'd either gotten help or simply moved on with his life.
This guy's
Nonetheless,
investigative
you
skills suck. How dare you, dude? He said Darylprat V2 and V3 and V4 and arrived at V5. So you're fucking wrong.
Darylprat will forever go down in history as a creepy Reddit account. What started as an overbearing infatuation with an online personality had led to an incredibly dark online rabbit hole. While Daryl's online footprints seemed to fade away after early 2017, it's, at the very least, comforting to know.
Maybe he finally got pussy and threw out his gateway gaming laptop. You know what I mean?
That he didn't snap in August of 2016, carrying out his grim plans.
Oh, this shit is crazy. I wanted to watch this.
V4. Thanks so much for watching.
Dog, look at my investigator. I'm going in shit.
And good night.
3 Hassie.